A very good morning and warm welcome to all our friends from overseas. We hope that the next 3 days will be a meaningful experience for all of us. But let me start today by setting the frame for our subsequent discussions for the next 3 days. First, education is at an inflection point. Let me share some of the fundamental shifts that will shape education in the coming years. First, knowledge is increasingly commoditized. Correspondingly, teaching cannot be a didactic process premised on superior knowledge. There is little or no premium for answering yesterday's questions with yesterday's solutions. Instead, the premium is on our ability to anticipate the challenges of tomorrow and create solutions ahead of time. Second, technology, including generative artificial intelligence, allows mass customization and scaling of quality resources at speed. When well harnessed, these technologies enable us to scale up new and diverse pedagogies to meet the diverse needs of our learners. Third, lifelong learning is essential for lifelong success. Strong academic foundations are necessary, but no longer sufficient. Our current conception of foundations, focusing on literacy, numeracy, and logic, must now be coupled with individual dispositions and skills. These include having the curiosity to learn for life, the ability to learn across physical and virtual learning environments, and to learn both on our own and in teams. Fourth, our societies are becoming more fractious internally, even as our global environment is fragmenting. Our students' ability to contribute to the larger good will matter even more. We must nurture their humanity as well as their ability to connect and bridge differences. They must learn to create new value propositions so that their company or country can continue to be competitive as well as to shape a better world. Given these fundamental shifts, Singapore sees the need for us to go beyond the conventional benchmarks of success for education. We encourage our students to embrace the challenges of being, first, a creator, to value add to the world by building and discovering something new. Second, to be a connector, to bring together people, ideas, and resources by building a safe, trusted, and principled environment for new ideas to flourish in a more fractious and fragmented world. Third, to be a lifelong learner and contributor, where success is defined not by personal accomplishments alone, but by their contributions to the collective, where respect for the diverse strengths engender a meritocracy that encourages all to pay it forward, and where every generation can aspire to be better than the one before. To achieve this, we must embrace 3 key approaches. First, we must embrace the science of learning and the practical implications for teaching, learning, and assessment. We must deepen our understanding of how learners learn across abilities and across ages. This will allow us to design learning experiences catering to different groups, from students with special needs to high-ability learners, from preschoolers to adult learners. We must leverage the best education technology to complement the capabilities and capacities of our teachers, informed by evidence and data. This includes using adaptive learning systems to uplift low-progress students while stretching high-ability students. We should use assessment mindfully to help our students discover their strengths and interests, and to identify the most appropriate setting for their next lap of education, and to empower students to constantly surpass themselves throughout life rather than to strive to surpass others in a test. It is about doing our best rather than trying to beat the rest. In an information overloaded world, we must equip our learners with the skills and values to distill, discern, and discover. In a technology-enabled world, we must enable our learners to use technology ethically, responsibly, and with discipline. Second, we believe a strong social-emotional foundation and stable family environment are critical enablers for learning. This will allow educators to focus on equipping our students with the knowledge and skills to learn for life. We need to guide our young to navigate both the physical and cyber worlds, not by overprotecting them or over-structuring their environments, lest we deprive them of opportunities to grow and confront challenges in an uncertain and perhaps untidy world. Third, we must build a lifelong learning ecosystem which goes beyond activating an individual's desire to learn for life. We must also identify the future skills needed to ensure that the supply of skills will match demand. To do so, we will need to develop systems that help our industries to articulate their demand for future skills and help them aggregate these demands, especially for the smaller enterprises. We must then activate supply through skills development of students at our Institute of Higher or Continuing Education. This summarizes our aspirations for success. While there will be many changes, some at great speed, we also believe certain fundamentals do not and should not change. Critically, the quality of the teaching force is the most important determinant of the outcomes of our education systems. If we do not treasure and respect our teachers as a society, we will not be able to attract, retain, or grow the teaching profession. This respect for our teachers is even more important than monetary and hygiene factors such as the work environment. We must continue to value our teachers and look after them well, so that in turn, they will look after our students well. Next, literacy, numeracy, and logic remain critical and vital. With these, our students will be able to excel and pursue a lifetime of learning. Beyond these academic foundations, our learners should develop character, values, and purpose. They must be individually resilient, while their diversity of strengths will contribute to our collective resilience. So on this framework, we look forward to the professional exchanges in the coming days of the summit. We look forward to the sharing of ideas and best practices. We look forward to hosting you in our schools and institutions to hear your feedback, to help us become better and more effective in what we do. So on that note, thank you, and we wish you a fruitful and rewarding summit ahead, and we look forward to building up the professional links amongst ourselves so that we can all improve and do things for our people in service of our country. Thank you very much.